testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Don't talk like that.
As the Hispanic, I feel like, Mexican, I feel like I don't have much of a voice because the Hispanic culture, or at least the culture that I was raised in, men are to be masculine, and they have a voice. Yeah, I'm a man, but I'm not masculine. Can you not yell at me? I'm scared of dogs! Oh my god!
And you know it, you're apologetic.
Let me talk! What I might say at home might not be as important or taken into consideration if my brother who's straight says something. Knowing that you might not be masculine enough because you're a Hispanic gay, where can you go to is probably like, okay, the LGBT community, but whether you're flamboyant or a masculine gay, that's the next challenge to see if you can find a place to fit in.
Like, you're your own category of person. It's
like there's
great.
no one that fits.
I've never met someone like you before.
I am sad that it was passed. As a homosexual, I know I have the same rights as a heterosexual. My boyfriend and I should be able to go anywhere we want and feel the same as anyone else.
I want to ask Kirsten what made her change to Muslim. Why?
Ooh, I'd love to. I've never asked her. I don't know that I would ever have the courage to be able to. I feel like that's a huge commitment. So this is called an abaya.
An abaya, okay.
Yes. The great thing about this is that we can wear whatever we want underneath it. So like if I'm wearing my pajamas and I have to run to the store, just throw it on, throw some shoes on, and no one can even know. Underneath all this, well, I do have ears. People have asked me if I have ears. Yes, I do. And a braid.
And a braid.
Sometimes if I just have my ponytail, it kind of just looks like I have a penis on the back of my head. I don't really like that look. I feel like this bill is putting us back at least half a century as far as basic rights. As a Muslim convert, one of the biggest forms of harassment we get is when we're told to go home or to go back to where we came from. For me, that's really upsetting because I am where I came from. Being from Indiana, born and raised here and lived here my whole life, it's incredibly discouraging to feel unwelcome here. For 21 years of my life, I never felt that way, and now to put a piece of fabric over my head and to suddenly be otherized, I don't think that's where we want to be as a state or a country right now, and I really hope that this is reconsidered and hopefully repealed. What do you think makes it true here? Bravery, loyalty, cleverness, empathy.
Empathy.
Age doesn't matter, religion doesn't matter, sex doesn't matter. We hire basically based on qualifications, and we don't stereotype people. We want a whole diversity type of community in our small bubble of a store.
The way I look, I get pressured to be more white than I do to be black because I have white hair and I have really light skin and I talk white. I feel like for me, if I identified as just one versus the other, I would be like disrespecting one side of my family. If I was with my mom and someone asked me what race I was and I was like, oh, I'm black, like I feel like she'd be really offended because she's just as much a part of me as my dad is. I don't feel like in everyday life you can go around and be like, I don't see color. You obviously know what someone is. But in the last 2 years, if I've taken a standardized test, it'll say like biracial or multiracial. A lot of the times, which I think is really like hurtful and offensive to not just like me, but any person of color, is if I'm angry or I have an attitude, or that's someone to be like, oh, you're acting black or you're being black. Like it's never associated with good attributes that I have.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
It makes me really happy to know that the students that we do, that do work with us, progress, move on, get married, have kids, have great jobs, and always remember, Sugar and Spice, that they started there, or that, I hear a lot of comments that, you're a good boss and I really thank you for giving me an opportunity and things like that. So it all works out in the end.